What's your best advice to help a business make that decision to finally delegate when they're thinking that they can do it on their own?
Yeah. And to kind of your point, I'm a big proponent of anything you can do to skip the learning process. Like someone could figure out how to do a virtual masterclass, but there's going to be a lot of trial and error that goes with it and a lot of mistakes. And it's similar to Outsource School. It's like you can do what I did, which is spend 5 years learning all the mistakes of hiring people, having all the issues, and eventually you build a good hiring process. Or you can go to Outsource School, grab my hiring process, plug it into your business and skip those mistakes. And that's what a lot of entrepreneurs need to decide is it worth doing trial and error on everything? Because you can't master everything as an entrepreneur. Eventually, you have to hire something or buy a system and plug it into your business and save yourself the time, the money, and the hassle that goes with it. And if you're someone that's struggled to delegate in the past, my advice is to start over with something easy, something that's not going to hurt your business if it goes wrong. You can make a list of everything you do on a week-to-week basis, prioritize it from easiest to hardest, start with the easiest. And a good example of something to start with, and one of our most popular SOPs that we sell with Outsource School, is our podcast outreach formula. It's how to have a VA essentially become your podcast agent and pitch you to go on podcasts, pitch you to go on stages, pitch you to go on summits and masterminds or whatever. And it's a great starting point for someone looking to delegate because there's very little downside. Like best case scenario, they get you on a bunch of podcasts and that's great. And worst case scenario, they don't get you on any podcast and whatever, you'll be completely fine. But you'll learn a lot in the process and you'll trust yourself more and you'll be able to hide it. And if it goes well or you get better at it, then you'll be able to take more and more and more off your plate. And then it becomes addicting. Then it becomes fun. Then you become like me, where you're trying to push the limits on what you can use a virtual assistant for. Like I'll have VAs do podcasts for me and be my guest. I'll have VAs do sales calls for me. They'll do my marketing. Like you can really push the limits on what VAs do, but start off easy. Start off something that if it completely fails and you mess up, you're going to be